Hi, I'm Seth, a Senior Product Engineer here at Zero Height. I'm going to teach you how to get tokens automation working, starting from design tokens in Figma, bringing those into Zero Height, and then pushing them back out into code. Let's get started. Let's start in Figma. Here I have some variables on the left-hand side, and I want to bring those into Zero Height. So, using our Zero Height Variables Sync plugin, we can create a token set. Now the token set's created, let's take a look in Zero Height itself. Here you can see all the variables in Figma have now been brought into Zero Height as design tokens. So let's set up our automation. Tokens automation works for Figma variables as well as Figma styles. The only difference is that Figma variables will be pushed via the plugin and styles will have to be brought in manually. Let's choose a repository to push our tokens back out to. I'm going to choose this one here. Here we can see the repository, the format, and where we'd like the tokens to go. Figma variables uses a folder path because of the different modes and collections that you can have. Figma styles, on the other hand, will just output to a single file. Let's go through and create a few different outputs. I want my design tokens community group JSON file. We're also going to choose, let's see, maybe iOS Swift. And I also want some SCSS. And I'm just going to put in a different folder path for each one of these. Let's create our first pull request. Zero Height is going to go through each of the outputs we specified and generate files, put them into a pull request so we can review. Let's take a look at that pull request that's been created. We can go to Files Changed, and we can see our folders that we specified earlier. Here we can see the design token community group spec with type and value. If we go down to an iOS file, you can see we have static variables here with a UI color defined, and down in SCSS you'll see the familiar syntax there as well. So let's say this all looks good. Ideally we'd have someone on the team approve that PR and review it. That's not the case today, so we're just going to merge the pull request. There we have it, our tokens automation has been set up. So now if I make changes here, let's say our Emerald 400 is not actually correct, we're going to update it. We can go back to the Figma plugin, update and publish, and then this is going to kick off a pull request based on the automation. So let's have a look at Zero Height. You can see our token set has been automated, and I want to have a look at the history. Here we can see I kicked off another pull request around a minute ago. So let's have a look. We can see there have been 3 changes, and you'll notice that the update in Figma has caused this value here to change, this hex value. All of our iOS values have been updated, our RGB, and also this hex value here has changed. So there we have it. Design tokens automation allows you to bring styles or variables from Figma into Zero Height. Then we can push those back out into code via a PR or pull request. We can choose different outputs depending on the different teams' needs. So if we have native iOS and Android teams and we have a web team, we can output all of our design tokens to those different teams in the formats that they actually want to use. And all that by just clicking Update on the Figma plugin, or with Figma styles, you can go into Zero Height and click Update there.